Can you guys hear me? I'm super confused. My stream does not say that I'm live. Am I live? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, we'll go ahead and kick this thing off. If not, I don't know what the hell is going on. You can hear me. Okay, give me a couple seconds, guys. Don't know what the hell's going on. We will go ahead and start the countdown. Give me a couple things, like 2 minutes to set everything up. Let's listen to some tunes. I will be right back. Don't know why my browser is not working, but let's listen to a song, and I will be back in 2 minutes. What is going on, everybody? Hope you enjoyed the trailer. We got a little peek as to, I guess, what this game is going to be all about. I've said it before, you know. I usually don't get very excited for cinematic trailers. The meat and potatoes of what gets me excited about a new game is gameplay footage, and we're going to be getting that on Thursday. The EA Play digital event, I believe, begins. Oh my god, guys. Give me 1 sec. My baby monitor is beeping at me. I was not prepared for this stream. My baby monitor is beeping at me. Let me go get the charging cable. I will literally run downstairs. You give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Not even 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. We got a lot to talk about. I will be right back. I apologize. So stupid of me, right? So stupid. So dumb. HelloGreedo. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, my friend? All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. I apologize about that. All right. Yeah, I literally put my daughter down for a nap like 15 minutes. Oh, one sec.
Strategic 5v5 dogfights. This brought to mind the World War II game you always talk about. What's it called? Post-scrotum? Anyway, does the possibility of close-knit coordinated squads excite you?
Vince Wynn and Caleb Kemp. Caleb, for whatever reason, my browser didn't refresh yours, but I see it up there. Thank you guys so much. I apologize for the delay here, guys. Like I said, I put my daughter down for a nap like 15 minutes ago. She fell asleep, and I kind of rushed to the computer. I started rendering a video that I recorded earlier, and things have just been a little discombobulated this afternoon. It's also my wife's birthday, and we baked her an Oreo tort, or not baked, you don't bake it. We made her an Oreo tort cake that we're going to scarf down. So it's been a busy day. A little Star Wars announcement, 4-mile run in the morning, Oreo tort, bacon, and sitting down to do a little stream. It's all good, man. It's all fun. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, like I was saying before, I went down and grabbed the baby monitor charging cable. Cinematic trailers usually don't get me that excited. You know, I like seeing the gameplay and whatnot. But Star Wars, just being honest, is different. You get it's a punch in the gut of nostalgia. It has just a completely emotional feel that is very different than watching a cinematic trailer for a game on the PS5 or whatnot that I've never even heard of, right? So, it's all those things and more. So, plus we're getting gameplay footage this Thursday for the online digital EA Play event. This Thursday, June 18th, that starts at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So do the math for your region. So yeah, guys, we'll cover some of the information that was thrown down below in the video description for the EA trailer, for the Squadrons trailer. The actual trailer itself didn't reveal very much, but the description below it gave a pretty detailed kind of peek as to what we're going to be getting. So we're going to cover all that and have some fun while doing it. But Caleb Kemp, thank you so much for the first super chat, Channel Sport. Hello there, right back to you, Caleb. Mr. General Kenobi, kind of underwhelmed. Feels weird that they announced the game, but then hype us up for 2 days for a trailer that revealed nothing we didn't already know. Happy birthday to your wife. Well, thank you so much, man, and she will say thank you as well. So yeah, I wonder if it was, and this is pure speculation, I wonder if it was a complete fluke as to when they were going to announce, you know, when they were scheduled to announce this game and when they wanted to put this trailer out, right? It makes sense to put this trailer out and give us all the gameplay and whatnot during EA Play, right? But that leaked information popped up on the Xbox store the same day that the EA Twitter account said they were going to reveal a trailer on Monday. So I wonder if that leak kind of pushed things ahead and they just wanted to get a trailer out or something like that, or if this was in the cards in the playbook the entire time. Who knows? I completely understand being underwhelmed for a cinematic trailer. I'm often underwhelmed by cinematic trailers, you know. I want to see gameplay. I want to see how it's going to feel. I want to get to see, you know, how it's going to operate. So yeah, in that sense, I'm not underwhelmed, but my excitement level is not as high as it's going to be after seeing some gameplay, right? But yeah, I wonder when I wonder if that whole leak thing on the Xbox store kind of threw a little monkey wrench in the schedule of what they were going to be pushing out. But Caleb, anyway, man, hopefully on Thursday, the gameplay that we see will bring some excitement. But I appreciate that, man. And Vince Wynn, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support description. I saw strategic 5 vs 5 dogfights. Yes, that. Let me well, I'll piggyback off of that real quick, Vince. So it does, the description says strategic first-person 5v5 multiplayer dogfights alongside your squadron. It goes on to say, where did I see it? I am not good at these things. Yeah, it talks about skirmishes with your squadron in a briefing room before taking off to the evolving battlefields across the galaxy. Compete in intense 5v5 multiplayer dogfights or unite with your squadron to tip the scales in monumental fleet battles. Together, you're the galaxy's finest. So yeah, Fleet Battle sounds to me like a game mode, a gameplay mode. Maybe that will incorporate more players. Who knows? It says 5v5 dogfights or unite with your squadron to tip the scales in monumental fleet battles. Maybe your 5-person squadron will unite with other 5-people squadrons, and then you'll get into bigger battles and whatnot. That would be pretty great. Almost like when you have a squad in Battlefront, right? 5 players, and you're running around among a team. Maybe that would be the case. But yeah. To me, that sounds fun and fine, and I'm sure I haven't looked at any reception online yet. I'm sure there's going to be people complaining that it's 5v5 and that's too small. Look, man, like, that's how... I'm sure when they're making these games, they put a bunch of players in to see what the sweet spot is for population on a server. If 5v5 is what they shot for, or the conclusion that they came to that fit the best, I think it's kind of... it makes more sense to trust the people that have actually had their hands on this game than random people complaining that it's not 50v50. I mean, sure, it'd be awesome to have that, and maybe they will have that in the future. But right now, let's just take this thing in stride, right? But no, it's not called post scrotum, Vince. It's called post scriptum, and in fact, the other night, after I did a little stream. My wife was up with her friends on Zoom having a little chit chat, and I was up until about 11 playing Postscriptum by myself with some random people online. It was a blast. I haven't done that in so long, dude, and it was nice. Still one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. I love it. I'm so glad a game like that exists. But does a possibility of close-knit coordinated squads excite you? Yes. So there's a couple things that I hope are in here. I really hope there's voice communication. I think that would be, I almost feel like that's a necessity to keep, not only to keep up with, strategy and coordination, but also to give a sense of, I don't know, like what dog, whenever you watch A New Hope and at the end you hear all the radio chatter, right? During the Yavin battle around the Death Star. That is so essential to me when I think of X-Wings and the dogfights and the battles and whatnot. I think of that radio communication. And I really hope that is going to be the case with squad communication in this game. If it's not, I think it's a missed opportunity, and hopefully they add it. But yeah, I want that. I want communication, voice communication among squad mates. And so yeah, it does excite me, man. I really love heavily like a heavy focus on strategy when it comes to my first person shooters, but also a game like this. It would just benefit so much. Coordination, making you feel like a cohesive unit rather than just individual people flying around spraying shit. But, if history is our guide with Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, the modern Battlefront games, not having voice communication, I hope that is not the case with this. I think it would be kind of paramount. But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, Vince, I appreciate that, man. It's not post-scrotum. It's post-scriptum. Thank you very much. So, and also VR, man. VR. I don't have a VR headset. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't have any intentions of getting a PlayStation. I have a pretty good PC. I want a VR headset so bad, but I can't bring myself to I can't bring myself to pull the trigger and buy a VR headset. They're so pricey right now. I'm really hoping in a couple years that drops dramatically. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. It's kind of a dream, right? To have a Star Wars flight simulator, combat flight simulator, whatever, virtual reality. And yeah, man. We'll see. I'm sure I'll be debating about it for a long time. I got a kid now, man. It's kind of difficult to be like, yeah, can I buy not like that my wife would not care whatsoever, but internally in my own brain. Yeah, should I really be buying like a $600 headset so I can play one video game? We got things to do around the house. But yeah. Anyway. Carter Lovejoy and Oscar Rodriguez, thank you guys so much for the channel support as well, man. Carter says, what is your Hogwarts house and what is your Patronus? Patronus. I don't know much about Harry Potter. Patronus? What is a Patronus? Is the first link. Thank you, Google. Expecto Patronum. Now that you have discovered you bring out what? Who can? Dude. I don't know enough about the differences of Harry Potter houses to make a judgment call. I'm just gonna go with Gryffindor, because that seems like pretty solid round choice. I have no idea, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gryffindor because I don't know anything about Harry Potter other than the movies that I've seen in the first book that I've read, and I don't know what a Patronus is. Kind of anti-Dementor, a guardian, which a positive force, a projection of very things that Dementor feeds upon. Hope. I'm gonna have to look into this. Harry Potter has a stag. Oh, so it's like an animal? How about a grizzly bear? Does that make sense? I have no idea. My house is Gryffindor. My Patronus is a bowl of spaghetti. My Patronus is a bowl of spaghetti. I don't know what that means, but it's a bowl of spaghetti. But I appreciate that, Carter. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much as well. Oscar says, looks like next gen better start saving up. Also looks like it's during Battlefront 2's campaign. It kind of does give that vibe, and I'm sure they use the same engine. This is coming from a complete place of ignorance, but yeah, start saving up. I'm very curious how, as these new games start coming out, how my machine is going to handle it, Oscar. I built my PC back in 2015. I checked my Newegg receipt a couple months ago, actually, out of curiosity what my build was, because I kind of forgot what the exact processor I had, and I wasn't at my computer at the time, so I just, looked on my phone, and I looked at my Newegg account and saw that I ordered everything in October of 2015. So by the time this comes out, my machine will be 5 years old. I've never had a single problem running any game since then. Nothing new has made this thing stutter. And I'm curious, how future-proof it actually is. What is the first game that I'm going to start feeling a little bit of chug, right? I hope this isn't it, because I really don't want to buy I really don't want to buy anything new, man. I have a Radeon R9 390, and it's been great. Like I said, I've never had any issue whatsoever. So, yeah, Oscar, you mentioned next generation. There is no mention of next generation consoles in the video description for the EA for the trailer. It just talks about PC, PlayStation, and PS4 and Xbox. I'm assuming that it's going to be coming out for the next generation consoles, right? It only makes sense. But yeah, man, we'll see. As of right now, I can't really think of anything that I desperately need for my computer, other than maybe some more hard drive space. I have let's see. I have 3 terabytes that I actually use for media, and then I have a really, really tiny SSD that I just use for my operating system. So maybe in the future I'll get some more hard drive space, but it's always good to future-proof a little bit, I guess. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. And Raul, thank you so Christensen. Raul Christensen. I can't speak this afternoon. Raul Christensen, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Where did you buy your helmet and for how much? So, it's a little difficult to explain. Let me look up Stormtrooper armor. So, I'm gonna copy a link and paste it in the chat, Raul. This will give you a better understanding of what my build, my Stormtrooper build is. I actually have a full set of A New Hope screen accurate stunt armor. I didn't just buy the helmet. I bought the entire armor set, and it comes as like a model kit, and you basically put it together, you sand it, you cut it, you glue it, you snap it, you paint it, and yeah, so my helmet specifically, along with my armor, ATA armor, I think it stands for Affordable Trooper Armor, ATA, and yeah, that's my helmet. I don't have like an off-the-shelf helmet that you can buy. This is, you know, original molding, and you put it together yourself, and I've had that since I believe I built my armor in 2013. So I don't think the guy, I don't even know if the guy's making, he used to make it out of his garage, this armor, and sell it. I don't even know if he's doing it anymore. There are a ton of other, you know, armor manufacturers out there who are doing it small scale and small quantity, like that guy, from the guy that I bought mine from. So watch that video, Raul. If you're interested in helmets and armor, watch that video that I just pasted in the chat. That will point you in the right direction to get you something pretty damn screen accurate, right? So anyway, man, I appreciate it. Best of luck. If you have any questions, fire them at me on Twitter. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And Darth Sidious, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Sidious says, hopefully there will be a third-person view for this game because I can't play Star Wars games in first person at all. Yeah, I would be willing to bet yes. My biggest hope, Darth, is that it's, so how do I put this? I want each match to be like exclusive to, well, I want options. I want an option to just be like exclusive first person servers, so everybody's kind of on the same like playing field, right? And then I also want exclusive third person servers where everybody's playing third person. And then I want a mix for the people that don't really care and they want to, you know, yeah, just give it a shot for both. I would probably play this game third person, Darth, and I'm sure there's going to be a third person aspect to it. I would be willing to bet. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. But I will play this game third person until eventually I get a VR headset. Playing, I take that back. I really don't know, man. I'll have to see. I think the only way I would exclusively play this first person is with a VR headset. Otherwise, I think it would be a little disorienting. I don't know. With a VR, you know, with a VR headset, I think it would be a little easier, especially if, God, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be third person. There will be third person components, man. And hopefully it accommodates both, because the dream way that I want to play this this game, the dream way, is with a VR headset and a joystick. I don't have either. So, yeah. Anyway, man, I appreciate that support this afternoon. And I still don't understand why my browser is still saying that I'm not live, but obviously I'm talking to you guys. So confusing. Leckle, thank you so much for the channel support as well this afternoon. Squadrons usually bigger than 5 aircraft. Maybe each player has their own squadron or customizable AI ships, making the battle huge instead of only 5v5. Yeah, I think I've seen that around, that there is going to be some AI ships flying around, which kind of reminds me of like Capital Supremacy. The way, you know, you have your real players and there's always AI running around as well, kind of being cannon fodder basically. So yeah, that would be if it is going to be 5v5, and that's kind of what they're promoting here, and that's kind of all the information that they put out. If it is going to be 5v5, I hope there are some, you know, less difficult AI enemies that are flying around, just to give a sense of scale to the battles that you're taking part in. For me, 5v5 sounds... I like that. It's smaller in scale and scope, that you and your squad are kind of hopefully working together and hopefully communicating on voice and going through the motions as a small and concise squadron. But yeah, I'd be willing to bet that there will be AI ships and whatnot that are flying around that are more of a nuisance than anything, and just there to kind of give the illusion of scale, you know, which is cool. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, the people making it obviously tested everything. Obviously, I'm sure they tested like 20v20 in these matches just to see how it felt and whatnot, and they came to the conclusion that it is 5v5 is kind of the sweet spot. That's all we have to go by right now. And got to kind of trust their judgment, right? The people that actually played it. So anyway, man, I appreciate that. I'd be willing to bet that you are right. Golly, guys, thank you so much for the support this afternoon. Chris, David, Overlorded, Steven, Sean. What's up, Sean? Hope you're doing well, man. I'm super long-winded, guys. I appreciate the support. Give me a couple seconds and I will absolutely get to you. Let me open up a browser in my other window so I can look some stuff up when I need to. Blah, 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 blah. And also because my other browser... Is this going to work? It's weird, man. Is YouTube giving you guys problems on the back end? I am confused. But, alright. Cool. Chris, thank you so much for the channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. My wife begged me to get PSVR. Now I'm more interested in using it than her. She's the gamer. I'm Star Wars buff. We're both big nerds, though. Oh, that's kind of the perfect marriage right there. She's the gamer. You're the Star Wars buff. You have a Star Wars video game coming out that is VR capable. I actually found out yesterday. I went to the my wife's grandma's pool, and my nephew was there, and we were talking. I actually didn't know that he had a PSVR. I want to try. I've never tried it. I want to try it so bad, dude. I just, that to me, VR is kind of the future of gaming, the future of a lot of things, entertainment, education, even. And I want to be a part of that first wave. Maybe not the first wave, because it's a pretty expensive first wave. But I want to experience it, man. And yeah, I think a lot of people in the past, maybe a couple years ago, saw VR as a gimmick. I do not. I've never seen it as a gimmick. I think it is going to be... It's going to get better and better and better and better and better. And it's kind of the future. And hopefully in the future, we got to get a lot of different types of games for VR. But you're... yeah, that's awesome. Take full advantage of that PSVR. And the game is only $40. I don't know how big it's going to be. It's kind of strange that it's $40, which kind of gears me or tells me that it's going to be maybe smaller in scale and scope, and obviously multiplayer heavy. I said a couple days ago on Twitter, my guess was that it was going to be like World of Warships, that kind of free-to-play online multiplayer battleship game. And the more I learn about this, the more it kind of feels like that to me. But anyway, Chris, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, get excited. I don't have a PlayStation and I don't have VR, so maybe in the future. I'm stingy. I'm stingy. I'm waiting for everything to come down in price. Anyway, David Smith, thank you so much as well. Is that a mustache? Your avatar's really small. Oh, that's a bit. Oh, you're opening your mouth huge. That's what it is. David Smith, hey Greedo, I missed the last few chats, but couldn't miss this one on my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, man. Made my day. Also, Squadrons looks cool. Love those dogfights. Hell yeah. It's my wife's birthday today as well. You guys have the same birthday. If everybody could do me a big favor in the chat and say happy birthday to David, I'd greatly appreciate that. Happy birthday, man. That's big shit. I sometimes I forget how old I am. My birthday was in May. I'm 34 now. I've gotten to the age where I actually have to kind of... It takes me a couple seconds sometimes to figure out, wait, am I 33 or 34? It's a little weird. I don't know if that's old brain or just like birthdays become less and less important and you just forget. but yeah, man. Let me those dogfights as well. Whenever I've always said whenever I think of Star Wars, I always think of blasters and smugglers and dogfights and X-wings, and X-wings have always been my favorite Star Wars ship through and through. All of Star Wars, X-wings, the workhorse of the fleet, they are my favorite. And to have the capability, maybe in the future with VR, myself playing it, chatting on the radio over voice communication, crossing my fingers, hopefully. It just sounds like a damn dream to me. But dude, happy birthday. And cheers. Let me take a quick sip. And Overlorded Sith, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Thanking for stream. My grandfather passed. Ah, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Just past Saturday away. Past away Saturday. Your videos have been helping me. I hate to hear that, man. I'm sorry you're having to go through that. I don't. Yeah, my the only thing that I really have to compare it with is my wife's mom passed away about a year and a half ago. And like my mom's grandparents are still alive. My grandma just turned 90. My dad's parents passed when I was super young. I don't have any memories of them. I was maybe like 3 or 4 years old. And I can't imagine what you're going through, man. It's so I'm glad my little stupid videos can be somewhat of a little bit of a help and maybe a little bit of a boost for you. But that sucks. And I don't know what else to say other than that sucks. And that's just know that we're all feeling for you. But I appreciate that, Overlorded. And you know, hopefully all this silly Star Wars shit can at least be a little bit of a distraction for what you're going through, for temporary distraction, right? But Overlorded, I appreciate that, man. And Stephen Homilak, thank you so much. The Star Wars influences video was really good. Star Wars has so many influences. Sorry, man. So Star Wars has so many influences. You could do a part 2. Also videos on the literary and real world influences too. Yeah, I actually thought about, because there's a lot more, and I was debating about pushing that video back, but I think I eventually will do a part 2. But what I was going to do next was not, you know, the movies that influenced Star Wars Part 2, but the movies that Star Wars influenced. Does that make sense? Like, do the opposite of that video. And look up movies and even TV shows that were inspired and influenced by Star Wars. I think that would be a pretty fun video to do as well. Kind of look at the opposite side of all that as well, you know. But I'm glad you liked it, man. I love doing those kind of videos. They take a lot more time to kind of research and write and stuff like that, but I always enjoy doing those. So I'm glad you got something out of it. Yeah, you're right. There's so many more influences. Big and small. And it's kind of interesting, like, when you watch something that obviously looks like maybe Star Wars or George Lucas took inspiration from it, is that just parallel thinking? Or is that a direct kind of influence of what came before? Does that make sense? Like, some things could be coincidental, right? Shots, plot points could be coincidental. It could also be what was going on in the world at the time, right? There's a reason that so many movies from like the 40s and the 50s had giant empires. It's got over World War II, right? The real world also influences stuff too, and I think a lot of the times maybe the reason so many movies and shows and stuff like that feel so similar is because that real world seeps in, as it naturally does, into all these creative processes, all these creative projects. So, yeah, anyway, man, I'm glad you got a kick out of it. It was a fun video to make for sure. But I appreciate that, man. And Sean R., thank you so much for the channel support as well. Just wanted you to know that I officially joined the Marines. Nice! A few weeks ago, and I'm leaving for basic in January. Dude, first of all, thank you so much for what you're doing. I know we briefly talked about it out in LA. I met Sean at EA Play. Super nice guy. Wish we had more time to hang out. It was hectic and busy, but we did hang out at a little bar called Scum and Villainy, which was a blast, man. So that's huge, man. I know your dad. I think I remember telling me that your dad was in the Marines, carrying it on. I'm super jealous of you, to tell you the truth. Yeah, you're gonna be in basic, and you're gonna remember me saying that, and you're gonna go, what the fuck was Greedo talking about? He's jealous of me. Yeah, give it 10 years, man. You'll know what I'm talking about. But hell yeah, I'm pumped for you. You know, I went to Navy boot camp, different world than the Marine boot camp. I know a decent amount about Marine boot camp just because my A school was mixed in with Marines. You know, the guys and girls that were did the same job that I did in the Marines, parallel rates. We had school together, learning our job, and I hung out with a lot of Marines. And our Marine, there was a Marine Master Sergeant who conducted PT every morning at our A school. And I have fond memories of that, man. 9-mile runs. He would bring his German Shepherd running through the woods. We would stop at a football field and fireman carry one another across the field. And some of the best moments, dude, some of the fondest memories I have. But I'm so happy for you. Just remember, 4 years goes by really quick. Put your head down and just realize that if you don't like it, 4 years goes by quick. And there's a lot of opportunity when you get out. There's a lot of opportunity for college. It'll pay the GI Bill's fantastic. You can take advantage of a lot of VA loans. You can take advantage of a lot of things. There's a lot of great programs out there to help folks that get out of the service kind of get a leg up back into civilian life. But dude, I'm super proud of you. That's awesome, man. Congratulations on making that decision. I'll have to send some DMs back and forth on Twitter and talk about what your plans are, what your MOS is going to be. I think it's called an MOS in the Marines, right? But hell yeah, man. January. That'll be here soon. So you're on the delayed entry program, I'm assuming? Hell yeah. Get to running. Well, yeah, when you so been doing killer PTs as of late and just went to Navy base. I'm super excited. Hell yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I did before boot camp. Logistics, nice. I went to that's basically all I did before boot camp. I was in the delayed entry program as well. An opening, a slot opened up for me to go to boot camp early. I think I was scheduled to go to boot camp in like November, I think. But that got bumped up. I signed on the dotted line in like May of 2007. And then I got a call in June, like not even a month later, saying, hey, I know we said you're supposed to go to boot camp in November, but would you like to go earlier? And I said, yes. Because literally all I was doing before, like a couple months before boot camp, even before signing, I was just bumming around my parents' house, not doing anything. I blew up like a baby pool in the backyard. I was just drinking beer, waiting, doing nothing. And I just wanted to go. I wanted to go, you know. But hell yeah, keep up the running. You'll do good. Pumped. Congratulations. And thank you for what you're doing, man. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize I was wearing that sweater in the there you go, Tama. 6 foot piss radius, thank you so much. Just saw Harris and Dula there rewatch Rebels. Yeah, I noticed that, or I didn't notice that because I wasn't like, I actually watched it on my small Chromebook the first time that I watched the trailer. I saw people's screenshots of it on Twitter. So yeah, so this takes place right after Return of the Jedi. Is that what I read? Probably should have. So, let me see. Is that what I think? Where did I see that? That it takes place right after Return of the Jedi. Did I make that up in my brain? In a fateful campaign set near the conclusion of the Galactic Civil War. So maybe not after Return of the Jedi, maybe like close to it. Okay, so yeah, apparently there's a few familiar faces in there that I need to take a look at. But oh, it does. Okay, nice. So yeah, I need to rewatch Rebels, man. I need to. It's after 6. Okay, so all right, nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I would be willing to bet that you're not going to be able to control her or any main characters, at least like maybe in the campaign. But I kind of hope that, ideally for me, like, I really, I mean, as much as I like Luke and Han and all these characters, I kind of just want everybody to be able to make their own, yeah, I kind of just want everybody to make their own pilot. How cool would that be? Like, literally having the capability to customize what your character looks like. You know, from everything. Like if you play a really detailed character customization, like RPG, right? Like a Fallout or something like that. Or an MMO. I want that. I want that, like, heavy character customization where you can make yourself and put yourself in the cockpit, you know. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, 6 foot. Hope you're doing well, man. Basically, Battlefront 2 campaign's time period. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Cal. Oh, after the Battle of Endor. Okay. Hera is the leader and gives the player missions. Oh, that's cool. All right. It says on Xbox that it's cross-platform. Yeah. I saw that. It's going to be cross-platform, which is something I've never really taken advantage of. You know, all my buddies have PCs, and we've always played PCs together. Golly, I don't think I've ever played, like, all these years, man. I don't think I've ever played a console game online with the core group of friends that I've been playing games with for 20 years. Like, literally, I've been playing games with the same group of guys for 20 years. I met these guys that I'm thinking of around when I was like 13 or 14 years old, and we've been playing games online together ever since. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we have never played anything on a console together, only PC. That being said, this might be the first time that I ever do that, because I have 2 nephews who have PlayStation 4s. I've never played anything online with them, and I think it would be kind of fun to kind of squad up, you know. But yeah, man. Let's see. There we go. Excited to play this in VR, the high ground. Yeah, I'm excited to eventually get a VR headset. They're just like, I've said this before, but it's kind of like when DVD players came out, right? They were like $700, $800. They were super expensive. Let's see. I looked this up recently. How much was the first DVD player? So yeah, like the first DVD audio player was released in Japan by Pioneer in the late 1990s. 1999, actually. Oh, no, that's not right. So first release full-fledged player in July, $700 to $1,200. And then, dude, a couple years later, they were like super cheap, $100, and then even cheaper than that. Same thing with like 4K TVs, right? HD TVs even. I got my TV for like $1,200, maybe 5-6 years ago. It's a 4K TV, 60-inch. Now you can get one for like $300 at Walmart with the same specs. Actually, better specs because it has HDR. It's crazy. So hopefully, I'm kind of stingy. Hopefully it comes down pretty dramatically. But Leckle, thank you so much. Am I butchering your name, by the way? Am I saying it correctly? But Leckle, ever seen 1917 and you hear of Masters of the Air? Masters of the Air. Oh, no. No, so first of all, I have seen 1917. We watched it kind of when it first became available on the Google Play Store, and I loved it, man. I loved it. The way the way, golly, it was such a tense movie. I don't want to spoil anything, but I loved the way the beginning was. I mean, the whole movie was shot to look like one take, right? But I loved the way the camera followed or led the two main characters through the trenches to kind of like no man's land. That feeling of like, I don't know, you're completely surrounded by fellow soldiers, and then all of a sudden they are in no man's land, complete desolation, nothingness. It was a movie that just kept me on my toes the whole time. Yeah, I wish I could have seen it in the theater. Having a kid kind of eliminates that option sometimes. But yeah, man, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've never heard of Masters of the Air. I see that it's going to be, let's see, on Apple TV. I don't have that. Masters of the Air is an upcoming war drama miniseries based on the actions of the 8th Air Force of the United States Army Air Forces during World War II. It is considered the third installment of the Band of Brothers. And, oh, no shit, I didn't realize this. It is considered the third installment of the Band of Brothers and the Pacific set, which was another show, set of World War II miniseries. Interesting. I'd never heard of this. So Masters of the Air, in October 2019, it was reported that Apple had made a deal with Spielberg's and Hank's respective production companies to stream the series exclusively on Apple TV Plus instead of HBO. HBO confirmed that it decided not to move forward with the series in a statement. Why? You're looking for something. You don't have Game of Thrones anymore. Take a chance. Band of Brothers and the Pacific were huge hits back in the day. Why wouldn't you do that? This looks great, man. I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. I've never heard of this. I'm a big fan of Band of Brothers. I watched the Pacific, I believe, as it was airing. I don't really remember it, but Band of Brothers is so great, so great. And it's always surprising to me that it came out in 2001. That's crazy to me. Yeah, love it. But no, man, I'm gonna keep this up. I see that there's a trailer. Is that a trailer? I'm gonna look for a trailer. I don't know if the trailer's out. Masters of the Air impressions. I'm going to look into this, but I appreciate you bringing it to my attention, man. Nice. Awesome. Thank you, Leco. I just went back to your 5 Star Wars games that must be made video, and you literally described what this game could be. Dogfight simulator with VR capability. Yeah, man. It's not like that. I was taking any outlandish... It's not like I was... Anybody could have guessed this game, right? Yeah, I want a Star Wars flight simulator. VR. What a genius! No, it's... I'm glad this is coming out, though, man. I have that... You know, the game's on the horizon, right? It's coming out in October. Early October, like October 2nd or 3rd, right? I think. And I don't have a VR headset. But this game might push me over the edge to eventually getting one, you know. But yeah. Hell yeah. Did you hear that Celebration has been canceled? I did, Stuart. Like, literally right before I started this stream. I saw somebody posted something. Okay. You want me to read this? It's pretty short. So, yeah, Star Wars Celebration is canceled. Let me take a quick sip. Star Wars Celebration is canceled. To our Star Wars Celebration fans and friends, at Star Wars Celebration, the health and safety of our fans, attendees, exhibitors, guests, and staff is always number one priority. Due to the global impact of the COVID-19 virus and in speaking with local and state authorities on the latest public health guidelines related to indoor conventions, we have made the decision to cancel Star Wars Celebration for 2020. While this news is disappointing, we are what is that? We are happy to announce that Star Wars Celebration will return to the Anaheim Convention Center on August 18th, 2020. Okay. I think that doesn't come as a surprise. I think that's kind of what everybody's been thinking was going to be the case. It's all good, you know. I'm sure in 2020 for the 2020 Star Wars Celebration, there's going to be more to announce, right? We're going to be gearing up for a movie probably around then. I think, isn't that one scheduled? I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean it sucks for everybody that was really super pumped for it and already had all of their reservations scheduled and whatnot. Well, you'll be accommodated, right? You'll be refunded, I would assume. Hopefully, I'm sure. But 2022, be here before we know it. And maybe there will be more to show then. But yeah, it sucks, man. It's all about patience, I guess. What is your favorite arc in Clone Wars? J Beach 97 minus one bar. Oop, one sec. Okay, nice. Like I said, my wife's birthday is today. She just sent me a picture of what her coworkers got her. That's cool. So yeah, I think my favorite Clone Wars arc is it's really tough for me to say. Umbara is definitely up there. I loved Krell. I love that whole dynamic. My favorite arcs are usually clone heavy, you know, like why can't I think of it? Domino Squad, still one of my favorites. I honestly think it's Siege of Mandalore, bringing everything to a head, bringing everything coming together. It really hit me, and it was like I couldn't have asked for a better close to that show, and it's some of the best Star Wars out there, right? But yeah. What do you think of the pre-order bonuses? The Imagineer's Apprentice. Are those already announced? I'm not one to pre-order. Pre-order. Let's see. I'm not one to pre-order stuff. I usually pre-order. I was gonna say. I usually pre-order games. I never go for like deluxe editions. I've pre-ordered every iteration of Battlefront. Let me see. So. I'm looking at pre-order stuff. Bunch of cosmetics. Okay. I'm trying to look for where that is. Pre-order. Come on now. Where is... I'm looking for a list of things that... Why can't I find it? If you're going to have the game pre-orders, at the time of writing, pre-orders are live via the retailers below. Additional retailers link will be added. Blah, 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 blah. Pre-order bonuses. Okay. Pre-order bonuses include the following cosmetic items. New Republic Recruit Flight Suit. Imperial Ace Flight Suit, New Republic Recruit Starfighter Skins, Imperial Ace Starfighter Skins, New Republic Recruit Decal, and Imperial Ace Decal. All right. I mean, if you're going to get the game anyway, that's kind of always been my philosophy. Like, if it's something that you're going to get anyway, I was going to buy Battlefront anyway. I was going to get Jedi Fallen Order anyway. I'm going to get Cyberpunk anyway. You know, games like that, I'm not going to wait around to read reviews. I'm just going to get them and experience them without other people's opinions in my brain. That's what I'm going to do with this too, you know. So the cosmetics, sure, cool. I've never been one for like cosmetics. going out of my way to like get them or earn them, or I've never paid for a cosmetic, but you know, that's always been my philosophy. Like if it's a game that you know you're gonna get, especially if they allow you to preload it before the game actually releases, why not? Cyberpunk is my most. Yeah, Sean, that's out of until this popped up. Cyberpunk was my number one. I think it's still my number one because it's been just something I've been keeping my eyes on for so long, and it just looks so immersive and huge and different and fun. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm still debating, man, whether I'm gonna get it on the PC or the Xbox. I've always been one to want to play first-person games on my PC. It's way more natural to me to have a mouse and keyboard. But Cyberpunk, obviously it's, as of right now, a single-player game. And I like experiencing single-player games better on the Xbox. For whatever reason, I do my multiplayer gaming on my PC. I do my single-player gaming on my Xbox. Just on the couch, you veg out, no distractions, right? But yeah. Anyway. So, all right, guys. I'm going to jet. That was about an hour of a little Star Wars Squadron trailer hype live stream. And I'm not going to be streaming tonight. I'm actually going to be uploading a video right now. Just kind of basically talking about exactly what we talked about in the stream. So don't bother watching it. But, yeah, cool, guys. What else? Anyway. Once again, congratulations on making that decision, Sean. Make the best of it. Hell yeah. Oh, I see you DM'd me. Nice. I will. I'll check that out in a bit. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're excited. I hope this game is everything that we've been hoping for. And to everybody who supported the channel through super chats, thank you guys so much. The channel survives because of you guys. To everybody who tuned in, just feeling the buzz of a new Star Wars game trailer. Hope you enjoyed it. So. All right, guys, no stream tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you next time I stream. Cool? You guys know I'm not a planner. But all right, guys, let's end this thing with a little fun, slow, moody, beep, boop song. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Cool? Cool. See ya.